Mako finally gets to whip some ass, but she also learns the importance of family. It's my review of Kill la Kill, Episode 7. A very interesting episode of Kill la Kill that is actually going to focus on a character that I think is one of the standouts of the entire series. That is Mako and her entire family. Now, this episode had a real big central theme to it, and it's something that I think a lot of other series, not just anime, have tackled, and that's the importance of family and appreciating what you have. And that's how the episode actually opened up, with Ryuko having a big family dinner with Mako and her family, and you get to see this is truly a lively meal. Everybody's bubbly and happy and loving the meal, and this is the way that family meals are really supposed to be. It's basically supposed to be paradise for everybody. And Ryuko is really starting to realize why she enjoys this so much, because, you know, she didn't really know her mother that well, and she never really got to have any of these big family moments, and that allows her to appreciate these things even more. There's still a much bigger plan in mind, though. Ryuko and Mako are still trying to take down all of the school clubs one by one so that she can eventually fight with Satsuki Kiryuin. And there is a lot of battling in this episode. Even though most of the fights are very brief, we do get to see that Ryuko is confronted by a lot of very strange clubs. There's this one guy who can throw knives. There's this one clown person who can, like, walk over tightropes. It's the tightrope club, by the way. They can do whatever type of club they can do in this series. And because of this, Ryoko's decided, well, she's going to start her own club. She's going to start a fight club. Rule number 1 of Fight Club: no one talks about Fight Club. Rule number 2 of Fight Club: we get to live in a mansion now, bitches! That's definitely one of the benefits of starting this club. Mako and her family have now been moved to this giant mansion, and because of that, it has sort of like changed their personality. And you get to see that change slowly as the episode goes on. Their first upgrade is just a really nice condo, but then at the end they get this mansion, and they have become snooty assholes. They don't even want to hang out with each other anymore. Mako's father ends up going out and hanging out with ladies drinking. You get to see her mother's pretty much doing the opposite except with guys. And then her younger brother is just going out and wasting all of his money on stupid shit. Mako has also gone through a pretty dramatic change, and she's actually getting very confident. And I love the fact that since she's the president of the Fight Club, she has to attend all of these big meetings with all of the other members of the Elite Four and all the other club members. I especially love the scene where she goes there really early in the morning, she can't stay awake, and Ira Gomagori actually slaps her in the face and she starts bleeding from the nose. Just, there's a lot of little funny cues like that, and pretty much in every episode of Kill la Kill that just make you want to laugh out loud. But the end of the episode is where things get really interesting. You get to see as the episode is going on that Ryuko is noticing that Mako's family is changing, and she doesn't like this one bit. And so she decides she is going to quit the Fight Club at the end of the episode. But that's when all of a sudden Satsuki Kiryuin appears before both Mako and Ryuko and decides that Mako is going to get a 2-star uniform, is going to be forced to fight against Ryuko. And I didn't expect to see this fight anytime soon, but honestly, it was really fun and surprisingly brutal. And Mako is just a great character, and her design, her actual, like, 2-star uniform suit looks really, really awesome. It's this, like, giant cloak. It's got these spikes on the shoulders. She's chewing on a bit of straw, which just makes her look awesome, and she's wearing her hat to the side, yo. Throughout the battle, Ryuko decides she's not even going to fight against Mako because she feels it's just not worth it at this point. If she does this, she's basically proving the point of Satsuki, and eventually Mako finally decides she's going to stop fighting too. She's about to deck Ryuko right in the face, and she stops herself because she's so upset by the fact that her family, who happens to be watching this fight, by the way, and is cheering on Mako, which is both hilarious and messed up. She's asking, why weren't you stopping me from hurting Ryuko? This is terrible. This is not what parents should do. And then eventually she decides that she's not going to be in the Fight Club anymore either. She removes her brand new outfit, which Ryuko promptly just cuts up and takes the life fiber away from. And you can see that Satsuki is actually a little impressed by this, but she decides to walk away. And then I love how the actual episode ends with the credit sequence coming in. There's like a huge like fireworks display, and we get to see there's going to be some other developments. You get to see that Mako and her family have reconciled their differences. It looks like everybody's going to be happy, and they have a big old family dinner at the end. But at the end of the episode, we learn that Satsuki has actually been using Ryuko to sort of purge the school out of all of the weak students. So you can just imagine, like, in the next coming episodes, how crazy things are really going to get. Because if these were the weakest students, I cannot wait to see what some of the stronger ones are like. So, awesome episode so far. Another fantastic episode of Kill la Kill, which definitely focused on one of the most fun characters of the series, Mako. She's just absolutely hilarious. I think she's going to go down in history as one of the coolest, most fun anime characters of all time. She's definitely one of my favorites so far. And this is just another good episode that had a lot of really good thematic moments and just a lot of little things. You know, all the humor in this series, you know, it flies by so quickly, so there's a lot of things you might not even notice. But that's what makes this series good, because you can sort of rewatch each episode and notice things different times. And just check this one out. If you have not started watching Kill La Kill, just give it a try. You know, don't take it too seriously. This is not that type of show. This is just an anime to have some fun with. And boy, am I having a blast with this series so far. So to me, this was pretty much another perfect episode of Kill La Kill. I got zero complaints with this one. Just really, really good. I loved all the family gushy moments, even though I'm not really a big fan of that stuff. But overall, entertaining as hell, awesome episode of Kill La Kill. So if you guys had a chance to check out this week's episode of Kill La Kill, I'd love to know what you guys thought about it. You can let me know what favorite moments you had, some maybe favorite action scenes. You can let me know with your comments below. Remember guys, before you leave, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button, it really helps us out a lot. So, I will see you next time guys. Super Kami Guru 9000, out.